Hey, welcome back everybody. Ollie from flightcomp. We're working on the SR-7 slope glider again, so this is part 3. In the last part we left off with gluing the leading edges on, and as you can see I have the leading edge glued on to this wing, and I have used a razor blade to remove some of the material on both sides. Just so I have less to sand, it makes it a little easier. I didn't take a lot off with the razor blade. So yeah, then what I did on the other panel after this step is I again used some masking tape and masked off right behind the leading edge on both sides, just so I wouldn't sand the skin when I was sanding with the heavier grit sandpaper. So I have actually sanded the other wing panel here. As you can see, did this with 100 grit, and it's not completely flush with the skin. There's still a step. You see that right there? So we'll get that flush with some 220. We won't get that flush with the real coarse sandpaper. So what I'm going to do now is just hit this side with the tape and the coarse sandpaper and try to get it to match the other side, and then we'll move on to the 220 and actually shaping the leading edge. Well, I've jumped ahead greatly on the SR-7 build. I got the leading edges installed. You can see they're glued. They've been glued on and final sanded basically to shape. I had some issues with this because the thickness of the cores at the leading edge did not match what was on the plans, and basically the cores are thinner by about 1/8 of an inch all the way across, and gluing on that big block of leading edge resulted in a very pointy, sharp leading edge here. So I had to do some fudging to really get a nice round leading edge. I don't know if you can see that, but basically I took a straight edge and cut an 1/8 inch off the front of the leading edge material, so total 1/8 inch here, tapering to 0 at the tip. So a little bit of fudging there. I've also glued on the trailing edge stock, even though I'm going to have to cut it off later, but I glued it on just so I could get it shaped nicely and match the contour of the wing. Then I ran into another problem with the core thickness because the core was thicker than the trailing edge stock for about half the wing. So what I had to do is glue on some balsa sheeting. You can see here I haven't sanded this trailing edge yet, but there's a piece of balsa glued on, and I'm basically just sanding over everything and trying to smooth everything out. This is causing a lot more sanding than I had hoped, and a lot more shaping and stuff like that, but I've already done this trailing edge. I'm gonna knock on with this other one, and I've cleaned up the roots and the tips. I'll do that to this, and then I'm gonna move on to cutting the trailing edge off, and then cutting the portion out here that the torque rods will go into, and then I'm gonna reattach the center that I cut off with the torque rods. And after that, hopefully we can get these wings joined up and move on from there. Well, I cut off the bits of trailing edge. It was 7.5 inches, which will make up the fixed portion of the wing that gets glued back to the wing. I have not yet cut away the ailerons. I'm going to do that pretty soon here. And then on these small trailing edge pieces, I have made the grooves, the channels, for the aileron torque rods, and I had to bend these ends, which is no big deal, but this all fits. So we're making more progress. Next thing I'm going to do is cut away the ailerons and then glue these bits back onto the wings. And after that, we might have to do some light sanding, and we're going to look at joining the wing halves together. So we'll make a huge step. I will think about actually joining the wing halves first before I glue these on, but we'll see how that goes, because obviously we're going to have these torque rods sticking out, and I want to glue this together upside down or on the top surface of the wing, and put a very slight amount of dihedral in it using just the natural taper of the wings. So I'll think about that, and I'm gonna go ahead with cutting these ailerons off. I went ahead and tacked the trailing edges back on and installed the torque rods. So I've just tacked these in place with some super glue. I've decided to go ahead and join the wings with the trailing edges in place, and I've also tacked the wings together, so it's not held together structurally, but it's held together good enough to when I fiberglass the center and do some other work, it'll hold together. And as far as the dihedral goes, I put the wings together on the bench upside down flat, so the top surface of the wing is straight. So if I was to put a ruler across, it's straight, and then the bottom surface tapers down. So there's a little bit of inbuilt dihedral, but the wing appears to be straight in general. So it should have a little extra stability, but not hamper the aerobatic or inverted performance. So that's good. The next thing I'm going to do is cut out a bit of this fuselage here so I can fit the torque rods and eventually the servo that'll go in here. And I've just used a marker, a Sharpie, and this is basically a rough cut, so I might have to make this bigger later, but this will be good enough for now just to get the wing fit going here on the fuselage. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. Right, here's the fuselage, and I cut out to the slot. I used a Dremel tool, basically. Took a while. It's not the easiest material to work with. But I cut the slot out. It's a little bit rough. We'll clean it up later. But generally, the fuselage fits on the wing, like that. Obviously, there's a lot more work to do with the fairings and everything there, or the fillets. I think I'm going to leave the wing now and move on to the tail pieces. So here's the elevator, and there's quite a few pieces to be glued together and sanded, and they don't really fit that precisely, so there's going to be some trimming that has to happen in these corners, and a lot of sanding. I got to sand tapers into the trailing edges, and there's also a like a U-shaped rod control horn thing that has to get glued in between these two pieces, so we'll have to deal with that. And then the vertical stabilizer here, again, they don't fit together too well. Goes together something like this. The plans call for a piece of scrap balsa to be put in here, and then this has to be shaped and covered. But I think I'm going to fiberglass the wings and the tails, so I have to actually try to find some wood and fill in this whole gap here, this triangle, and then I can glue it together and start shaping. So I think I'm going to go ahead with that. I'm going to basically get these glued together and start the rough shaping, and we'll call it a quits for this video. I know it's been a while since I worked on this, but just things are crazy and got a lot on my mind, but I figured I'd get this back on the bench and get some progress on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.